Is this a good idea? Welp, I'm doing it anyway, and you're going to get to see what happens. There are 3 key factors when choosing a portable Bluetooth speaker like the new 2024 Beats Pill, and if a brand gets them right, it's likely that the speaker is going to be hugely popular.
That's weight or portability, battery life, and sound quality. But other factors influence people as well, in particular looks, but also weather resistance and overall durability, so that's where my dunk test comes in. So how many of those boxes does the new Beats Pill check? I'm Erin from Tech Gadgets International, and in this review, I'm going to check out the 2024 Beats Pill portable Bluetooth speaker. I'll cover all of those factors I just touched on, and then I'll wrap up both the pros and the cons of this portable speaker so you can see if it might be right for you. I would like to say thanks to Beats for sending me a speaker to review at no cost. Though the company did supply it, it didn't ask for and wasn't given permission to have any input into my review, so you can consider these thoughts on my own.
Unboxing Beats Pill, you'll see there's not a lot in here. You've got the speaker, which measures about 8 by 3 inches, plus a carrying or hanging lanyard made of thick braided cord. There's a USB-C cable that also doubles as a hardwired audio cable for connected listening at higher quality. If you're an iPhone user, as I am, there's no companion app, since as a member of the Apple ecosystem, the controls are going to live inside your Bluetooth menu. And there's not much in the menu to look at anyway. You can see your detailed battery life, and it's going to remind you of what the multifunction button will do and allow you to change the button press sequence if you want. Lastly, you can also see your speaker's last known location if it does get misplaced. For my Android friends, you'll be glad to know this speaker will work seamlessly with your devices too using the Beats app. Setup is easy, just hold the power button for a few seconds and wait. Your phone, tablet, or computer should detect it, and Android users will find that in the usual Bluetooth settings area. My Apple iPhone found the speaker right away via a pop-up and paired automatically for me. When it comes to the physical controls, there's that power button on top. There's also a multi-function button that will play, skip, or answer an incoming call, depending how many times you tap it. And finally, there's a pair of volume controls.
The most important aspect of a portable Bluetooth speaker is how it sounds. Fortunately, Beats' roots in the music industry, thank you Dr. Dre, are still here. The speaker cranks and it sounds top-notch.
There's a lot of clarity in the sound with clear-cutting vocals. More delicate elements of the music tingle while the bass is ready to bust a cap in your ear. After spending several days with this speaker, both indoors and out, I found the sound quality was really, really great. It is definitely far and away better than your average Bluetooth speaker. I would definitely give this speaker a 9 or a 10 out of 10 when it comes to overall sound quality, and I could find absolutely nothing to complain about.
Understanding why it sounds so good is down to the internals. Beats Pill clearly spent some time baking in the Apple oven with fully redesigned guts consisting of what's called a racetrack woofer and improved neodymium magnets. Those are just fancy terms for a relatively simple concept. Essentially, these are designed to displace more air so you get a bigger, louder sound. This is one of the upgrades to this speaker designed to address the biggest problem of its predecessor, which I'm told was lackluster audio quality.
Beats Pill is dust resistant and water resistant against common troubles like sand and water. Officially, it has a rating of IP67, which should mean it can get dunked without doing permanent damage. Naturally, I had to try this out to see what would happen, and I will preface this by saying the company does warn you against intentionally submerging your speaker, but I dropped mine in the pool about half a dozen times. You can see it doesn't float, but each time I fished it out of the water, it was able to play music again no problem. The sound quality even sounds almost entirely like it should right out of the water, and any water vibration sounds disappear once the speaker has fully dried. Impressive.
Let's talk battery life, and if you play at an average volume of about 50%, a fully charged Beats Pill should hold about 24 hours of life. That is impressive for a speaker of this size and more than enough for a Bluetooth speaker in this class.
In fact, if you find that to be more than you need, you can use the Beats Pill as a power bank by plugging in the included USB-C cable to a mobile device you need to charge, or if you need to use a power bank to charge the speaker instead, you can triple press the power button to reverse the flow. Plus, the speaker has fast charging, which means 10 minutes of charging Beats Pill gives it about 2 hours of battery life.
Beats Pill doesn't offer a whole lot of extra features. If you do decide to buy a second Beats Pill, you can pair them together for stereo sound. Nothing really groundbreaking here, but definitely handy if you do want to create a small space stereo setup.
If you do misplace your speaker, you can find it using the Find My apps by both Apple and Google.
Overall, I have been really impressed by Beats Pill. I review dozens of portable Bluetooth speakers all the time, but this is my first go-round with a Beats portable, and I found there is a lot to like, so let's go over both the pros and the cons so you can see if this might be your next speaker.
On the pro side, I really like the slick and elegant design, and it looks really chic in my house. The volume output and sound quality are absolutely top-notch and should satisfy even the most ardent sound critic. The controls are straightforward and unfussy, and without much of an app to speak of, it keeps things simple. I appreciate the USB-C charging and the fact I can use the speaker as a power bank in a pinch. And when I drop tested it into the water, I found it came out singing with no noticeable damage. I also think the battery life is outstanding, and with fast charging, it helps keep it playing for marathon stretches.
So what are the potential downsides? On its own merits, I didn't find a lot to complain about here. I suppose some folks might be thinking that this brand at this price deserves a few extra bells and whistles, maybe some different EQ options or the ability to tweak sound profiles, or perhaps the ability to use this speaker in a narrower space by standing it on one end, although that would mess with the pill design. I suppose some other people might feel this comes across as just an average speaker in 2025, that it really doesn't raise the bar in the highly competitive category. Those kind of seem, though, like minor complaints when it checks literally all of the other boxes, so I don't think those hold water. And to twist a Dr. Dre quote, Beats Pill feels like it's not a speaker that's too big to listen to your complaints, it's just too good to pay attention to them. In short, I really like this speaker thanks to its great audio quality for the size and very un-Apple-like price tag. I can definitely recommend it for you. The latest Beats Pill here sells for about $149 US or $199 Canadian, putting it on the slightly higher end of comparable products when it comes to cost. Like I said earlier, I have reviewed probably dozens of portable Bluetooth speakers and home audio. Check out a couple other options for you to consider right now.